What's going on, everyone? It's time for another film review. Today, we're going to be doing a thriller called Rose Plays Julie. Today, yeah, it was released October 3rd, 2019, and it was directed by Christine Molly and Joe Lawler, who's also done films such as uh, Fortune Beyond, Mr. John, Tong Bara, and Helen. They're like more like biopics and stuff. Rose Plays Julie is a artsy thriller type of film. It's basically you're following Rose, who's an adoptive girl, and she tries to figure out her birth parents and wants to. She's a little odd. She's high up in her class in veterinary school and stuff, and she wants to learn more about her past and stuff. And she has that curious side like most young adults have. And yeah, she starts looking into it and almost starts stalking them. Yeah, she figure out who her mother is, and it's not. She's a little more fragile than she's expecting. She learns more about her father and why she was given up for adoption, and then she starts getting more curious into the way he is, and she's almost becomes obsessive, but is very quiet and keeps a lot to herself. Because she comes almost like friends with her birth mom and learns about the harsh reality of what happened between her and her dad, the father, and yeah, she wants to get to know more about him. So she disguises herself as Julie and goes and tries to figure out who her father really is, and it gets pretty dark. It's not a scary movie. It's actually pretty simple and a pretty well thought out little thriller. It's like a dramatic thriller with a lot of artistic, like an artsy film style tone to it, and that. And yeah, it's an Irish film too, which has like a lot of good like scenic shots and everything. Her father is more like an archaeologist and stuff, and she tries to get close with him, disguises as other person, and doesn't reveal to him who she really is until after some dramatic stuff happens, and then yeah, he learns like the truth and what's going on, and it goes to a dark place at the end. It was a little bit disappointing because it's pretty predictable, but it was really well acted. Cinematography was really good. The music was pretty good with the mood, and overall I thought the direction of it, despite it being a simple story, uh, was pretty well done and pretty well um, cohesive for a narrative like this. And it was definitely an somewhat interesting film. It's like I knew it was going to happen, but I still wanted to watch and see what happened. And I like movies like that, where it's like a little bit comforting, but still a little bit unnerving. And yeah, overall, it was definitely different than I was expecting. And like it's not super harsh and grim or anything like that. It's very like monotone, very minimal dialogue in each scene, and each step the characters took, whether it's picking up something or anything, is methodically thought out and really well put. A lot of thought went into how each scene would play out, and definitely emphasize more of the suspense and the tension, but still keeping it watchable and more comforting all at the same time. And it's pretty relatable. I think most people are going to be able to relate to things that happened in this film. And they're small, subtle things, but they're definitely relatable, especially nowadays, and very well put together and well thought out, and a nice little cohesive story. Um, yeah, it's definitely not going to be for everyone. A lot of people are going to not like the slow burn aspect or how simple it is, and but for film buffs and artistic film people who like artsy films and stuff, or even just like moderate thrillers, will probably enjoy this one. I'm going to give Rose Plays Julie a 4 out of 5. It was pretty good. I just wish there was like a little bit more stuff going on to it, not make it as boring, or may spice it up a bit. Would make it a little bit better, or add a few more characters for a little more entertaining purposes, or maybe lead it off as a red herring or something like that would have been interesting. But overall, it is a pretty well put together thriller. You can check it out on Shudder right now. This isn't sponsored by them or anything, but that's where you can find it right now if it sounds like something you're interested in. Also, I have a trailer link down below, like always. You can check that out. It actually doesn't really do it justice. Kind of makes it look like a low budget mess, but yeah, definitely check it out if you like thrillers. It's a really good film. Also, make sure you check out my Instagram, that's linked down below, where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on my story. There's the film title and a hashtag and subgenre film and a hashtag, so you're aware of it. Or you can also check out my Letterbox at Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films. So yeah, follow me on one of those to stay in the loop. Like this video, share it so more people are aware of it. Comment your opinions of the film down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Also, if you have any films I want to hear my opinions on any films at all, watch anything, comment them down below. Try to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Yeah. So yeah, make sure you like this video, share it, and yeah, make sure you subscribe, because hopefully we find out something weird and unique like this that you probably never thought of checking out together. So yeah, that's a good thriller. Hopefully no one disguises themselves and tries to corrupt your lives like the people in this one, but who knows. But I guess I'll see you all in the next review, which will probably something a little more exhilarating. So the next one, cheers.